Hey travel dudes, Scott and Dave here.
And we are walking the path of God's Italy from Bologna to Florence.
We better get moving. You've probably been to Italy and heard about the incredible culture, food and architecture.
You may have even been to Bologna or Florence or travelled the regions of Emilia-Romagna or Tuscany.
But did you know there's 130 kilometres of ancient pathways that lead you from Bologna to Florence?
And that is exactly why we are here. This, Travel Dudes, is the path of God's Italy. Travel Dudes, we've begun our hike and we're now with our guide Gianluca in Bologna doing the path of Gods. And all around Bologna you'll find these magnificent archways. There's actually 40 kilometres of them, 40 kilometres around the whole of the city. And from the bottom to the top, St. Luca is 4 kilometres long and 666 steps. I'm gonna go catch Dave up.
Here's a fun fact. In the 1100s, the archways here were built when the first university in Bologna was found, so the archways could help house the students and also allow a walkway for the local residents. But now it's time to leave Bologna and continue on the Trail of Gods.
After a few hours walking, it's now lunchtime and we've heard about a really nice local vineyard. What's it called, Dave?
Floriano Cinte.
And it has 80% of the produce are all grown locally.
We're here at the Roman Aqueduct and I am too big for this place, so I'm sending Scott in deeper.
Thank you, Dave. This pathway does go all the way to a beautiful lake, but unfortunately we haven't got time and I don't want to leave Dave behind, so we're going to go find him.
So we just arrived here at Guest House Nova Arbora, and this is the second location on our Path of Gods to get your stamp. So we've got a little passport which you get for the whole route, and here you can stamp all of the checkpoints. The first one was from the information centre in Bologna, and now it's time for the second one. And you can also go and explore the botanical gardens around the guest house afterwards.
We're on our way back down from Mount Adonis, which is the highest point on the Path of Gods and has an unbelievable view over the valley. Now, we felt a few spots of rain, so we're rushing back down, but luckily we're well prepared. We've taken a short detour from the Path of Gods to a place called Rocchetta, which is a Moorish-style castle from the 19th century. Now, it was owned by a count who developed a new type of medicine here, and it has a fascinating history. We're just leaving Farmhouse Prunara after an excellent evening's entertainment.
The food was absolutely incredible, and everything was sourced from his farm, but even the Lambrusco, the sparkling red wine, is homemade by his own recipe from his father. But be sure not to beat the host at table football, hey Scott?
Yeah, might have taken the host on in England versus Italy table football, and guess who won?
Breakfast was a little bit slow, so I think that's a good hint.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's head off.
Here's a fun fact for you, travel dudes. The Path of Gods has 5 mountains named after gods. Now, from here we can see Mount Adonis, which we were on yesterday, Mount Juno, and then around the corner is Mount Venus, which we're going to go check out now.
You don't have to hike the whole trail of the Path of Gods. There's a combination of different activities you can try along the way, such as cycling. Let's go.
The next activity we're doing is orienteering.
So I'm used to using my mobile phone, but this is a piece of paper and a compass. How do you use this?
You have a map that is very, very detailed. Everything is on it. Stones, rocks, rivers, roads, open land and dense forest. And there is a course with a lot of details and a lot of spots. You have to go there in the correct order and you have to punch there. And the winner is the one that is going to punch every controls and be the fastest.
Piece of cake.
How long do we have? We're gonna go now?
Yes, you can start.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Right, Dave, this is the first one, but this is a little ridge there, so we need to avoid that. Head this way, do you reckon?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Right, let's do it.
Long Why not extend your stay along the Path of Gods, and a short drive away you'll find Lake Suviana. And Georgia, what can you do on Lake Suviana?
So we can do many things such as sailing or stand-up paddling, or like just taking a swim and relaxing in this beautiful place, or sunbathing.
Fantastic. I think I'll go for a paddle.
How'd you enjoy the kayaking, mate?
Oh, well, the view from Lake Suviana from the kayak is absolutely breathtaking.
It's beautiful here, isn't it?
And I wanted to take you here because it's your special day.
Well, you remembered?
Happy birthday, mate.
Oh, mate, thanks for remembering.
I was in Bologna. I picked you up a little something.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you, they look beautiful.
It is a share box.
We are nearly at the halfway point of the Path of Gods, and today is a very interesting and historical day, and our fantastic guide Gianluca is going to tell me why.
It's a fantastic day because we will reach the highest point of Path of Gods, and we will walk on history, because we will walk where ancient Roman soldiers were used to be.
Brilliant, so we're connecting Bologna and Florence, two cities with great history, and how cool is that? We're walking where the Romans did.
Just past the halfway point of the Path of Gods, from Emilia-Romagna into Tuscany, and we're here at the German military cemetery.
Yeah, here you'll find over 30,000 graves from German soldiers from World War II. Just take a little walk around. It's an incredibly moving place, but it's also really important to show future generations and actually promote, the sign of unity and peace, and add some perspective to what happened.
decided to hang up our hiking boots and enjoy a bit of the luxurious lifestyle, so we're trying a local hospitality here with a bit of fine dining in Tuscany. Cheers, guys.
Alright, I got a real fun fact for you, travel dudes. When it rains right here on this ridge, one side of the ridge goes all the way to the Tyrrhenian Sea and the other side runs all the way to the Adriatic Sea. How cool is that?
Along the trail you'll find helpful treasure chests full of supplies, useful, and you can even leave things as well for trekkers. When you're walking along the path of gods, you'll find loads of local farms along the way, and we hear Baciotti, which produces local cheese. Oh, and as you walk in, you can smell the cheese. It's fantastic. And the speciality of this cheese is it's made from sheep's milk. So if you're hiking along the trail, you can come in, make yourself a nice cheese sandwich before you hit the trail again. So we've had lunch, now it's time to get back to the path of gods.
We've arrived at a monastery called Bosco e Frati, which has the only preserved crucifix of naked Jesus attributed to Donatello, on a convent which is very important to the de' Medici family. Today is our longest day of hiking. We started at San Piero and we've made our way all the way up to this monastery called Monte Senario.
And the monastery is well known for its homemade liquor. Should we have a shot, Scott?
It'd be rude not to, mate.
It would be rude not to.
Chin chin to the longest day. Cheers.
That's a real reaction.
Holy shot. Oh. Wow, I could really feel the holy liquor there. That was hit the spot.
It's too much.
Can we watch that again? Cheers, guys.
How you doing?
Chin chin.
Longest day today? We've made it.
Made it.
That is Florence right there. That's insane. What a trip. What's been your highlight?
The highlight for me has to be that a simple journey that takes 35 minutes from Bologna to Florence can instead be done over a 5-day hike. Crossing from Emilia-Romagna into Tuscany, you can see the change in culture and landscape. Absolutely bellissimo.
Yeah, exactly. And we've passed some seriously epic views like Mount Adonis. That was breathtaking. And the monasteries and all the different activities that we've done along the way.
And the people we've met made us part of their familia. They've welcomed us into their homes, passionate about their traditions, to show us their heritage. We've seen it in the food and the wine, and that to me is the real path of gods.